The Marriage Conversation. Discovering new pathways to intimacy in marriage. With your host, Dr. Stephen Frew.
Some people who fail to speak out are not so much shy as they are afraid to overwhelm others. Do you find yourself holding back when you know that what you have to say is important? This is Stephen Frew. Welcome to the Marriage Conversation. Learning is always going on, but the greatest amount of learning takes place in our early childhood years. We learn to walk. Imagine how complicated that is. And we learn to talk. We also learn more subtle things. We learn what we can't or shouldn't say, and we learn what we can say. We learn to smile when we don't feel much like smiling, or to share when it seems ridiculous to us to share. Many of us have learned to mute our voice. We learn to custom design what we want to say and fit it into what we think the other person can take. This is a common topic in psychotherapy. A friend of mine, middle-aged, forceful in personality, opinionated, curious, and loving, had a great challenge when he went to his parents' home during the holidays. They lived in the Midwest. Everyone would get upset. Family members would cry at something he said. His mother even had a heart attack. He spoke his mind, but it was just too much for everyone. At one point, his father barked at him. "You're just like a bull in a china closet. You have no regard for what others feel," he said. Well, my friend came back from one of those trips saying, "I think I'll just skip it next year." But he didn't. He couldn't. One evening, as he was struggling through this challenge with a group of friends, one friend looked at him and said this to him, "Your father's right. You are like a bull in a china closet. When you go home, you're a very powerful guy in a very fragile environment." In my business, we call this a reframe. To reclaim your voice, you'll have to make a few distinctions. Who am I trying to protect, and why? What's the worst thing that will happen if I speak clearly and forcefully? What will I lose by being honest? And is my truth spoken in love? Jess Lair wrote a book, "I Ain't Much, Baby, But I'm All I Got." We can only bring the truth of who we are to any conversation or encounter. If you enjoy this conversation, please check out our website, themarriageconversation.com. This is Stephen Frew. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to The Marriage Conversation. For more free articles, recordings, and videos, please visit The Marriage Conversation at www.marriageconversation.com.